Good afternoon and welcome to We the People. Let's talk about the thugs running the deportation program for this country as we descend into third world status. As I mentioned, I think it was yesterday, the Trump thugs have been rounding up people and sending them to El Salvador concentration camps. The people that they've sent so far are people who are from Venezuela and were here looking for status in the United States as either lawful immigrants, and maybe some are not, but there has been no proof so far that any of the people sent to El Salvador in chains, and some of them with hoods over their heads, to concentration camps in El Salvador instead of back to their home country in Venezuela, that this is disgusting. That this is what we have come to. And under the authority that Trump is claiming that he has, under the Foreign Aliens Enemies Act, that he has set out that he has a sole authority to decide who should be deported, and that should include U.S. citizens. And in fact, they have deported a U.S. citizen. Let me talk about the case of Hernandez Garcia, which is a family. The mother and father have lived in Texas for 10 years. They're undocumented immigrants, and 5 of their children are U.S. citizens. The youngest, I think she's the youngest daughter, 10 years old, is a U.S. citizen and has been being treated for cancer, I believe brain cancer, but I don't think that's important. Traveling across Texas to go to the hospital, they stopped at an immigration certification center that they have in Texas, and because the parents were undocumented, they deported all of them, including the little girl that was on her way to the hospital for cancer treatment. This is what we're getting with these nincompoops who are in charge of trying to make a scene or make you feel good about this country, that they're sending a little girl who has brain cancer out of the country and can't see her doctors. This has also apparently happened to an immigrant who had a visa coming from Germany, who has not been in touch with his family, including his son who lives in New Jersey, for about 10 days, and a woman actress from Canada who was locked up with 30 other people in a cell, and when she was moved from place to place was with chains and handcuffs. This is what we're coming to in this country with these hoodlums that somehow think it's smart to do this to people. As outrageous as this is, I'd like to mention for a moment that the whiz-bang Secretary of Health that we have, RFK Jr., we now have the worst outbreak of measles with more cases than we've had in 5 or 6 years combined across the country, mostly in Texas. And what does he say about this? What does he help do about this? Not a goddamn thing, because he doesn't know what to do, he doesn't know how to do it, and he doesn't have the brains to ask anybody how to respond to these measles outbreak.